talking about Llama 4 and talking specifically about cost, I really want to highlight this because, again, a big mission for us is making sure that you guys can build freely. And we are providing cloud credits for you guys. So the amount of cloud credits plus the low cost allows you to build here, but it's going to allow you to build for weeks and weeks after this. Speaking of those cloud credits, we are giving away $400 to all participants. Again, with the low cost of Llama 4 on our inference API, this is going to take you a very long way. We also have on-demand GPU instances. I'll walk you guys through the platform in just a second here, but make sure you scan this QR code. We also have a booth over there that will have a QR code on the desk. So I want to walk through the platform really quickly with you guys. This is our website, again, lambda.ai. I want to show you guys a few things. So first thing is documentation. Working with an API that I'm familiar with, of course, come to this documentation, make sure you read it. Our inference API is OpenAI compatible, so it's really going to be really familiar for you guys to start working with it. When you go and create an account with us, you'll see this dashboard. So you'll see a few different options on the left, instances, that's related to GPU instances, and then inference and API keys. To generate an API key, again, really simple. This should not be a surprise. This is all you have to do and download that .txt. One thing I really want to highlight to you guys, this is the last thing. When you go to launch an instance, yes, there are H100s available on our platform, but right now it's as easy as renting. If you want a cluster of 8 of them, you can do that right now. With the amount of cloud credits that we're giving out, that gives you plenty of time to use this 8x H100 cluster, as well as our really low price GH200 cluster on demand. So really want to highlight that for you guys and just show how easy it is to hop on our platform, rent our GPUs, and get started on our insurance platform.
Funny enough,
Super excited to be here. Thank you again to Meta and Cerebral Valley for their ongoing partnership with us. And
I can't.
Happy building. Good luck.
Thank you, Team Lambda.
Not it.
All right, folks, I have a few logistical items to cover, and then we'll go right into it. So, first off, schedule-wise,
Yeah, easier to interview.
we have 3 more partner workshops happening at 3 p.m. today from Salmonova, Tavis, and Crew AI. Other than that, for space logistics, bathrooms are down this hallway in the back. There is, and you're allowed to stay overnight, but doors close at 10 p.m. So if you leave the space after 10 p.m., doors reopen back at 9 a.m. the next morning. But you're welcome to stay in space overnight. In terms of the space itself, Shack 15 was super generous to give us a space, so please treat it like your grandma's house. Don't leave, drinks, cups, please clean up after yourself. And then hacking ends at noon on Sunday. There's please open source the repositories that you submit. We will be reviewing the code. 4 team members per team maximum, and all of these details are listed in the details page on the, sorry, my screen broken, on the details page on the forum, and also find me, I can answer any questions. I'm also in the Discord as well as Hyperolo. Other than that, there's also one more thing. You might have seen the photo booths around the space. There's a challenge Meta is hosting, so take a photo, post it on the socials, show it to one of the Meta representatives, and you'll get a really cute, fancy llama that they've brought. Other than that, happy hacking. Let's get started.
So not heard of this, but in browser. Hey, browser. In browser, be like,
It's like I can't. That's like
You don't. No. You're not gonna stop it. You're doing vintage this. That's usually pretty good. love that, man. Next year's 20. Oh man, I think it's hard to bear, okay? Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah. Very sick. What are these? RTX 39 Ti. Find out like how the Xbox are actually about the same price. Like, what did they together?
like open source all the hackathons. They always come with these zany cool contraptions. Here with me, like relations that need to live for business. That's great. Nice. Is that supposed to be?
Huh?
Yeah. Is that supposed to be?
Oh, that's I'm just live streaming this
I
hackathon.
was here last week.
It's okay. Time to build.
Nothing right. Was Max?
Yeah,
Seen those in a while.
Huh?
I haven't seen those in a while.
I know they're great though.
Yeah. Still.
Great for ML stuff. Are you guys participating?
I am, maybe. I'm technically judging, but I don't really want to feel it, you know?
Okay.
Um,
You know, personally, it'd be cool if you judge. You know.
oh, it's fun. Wow. That's there you go.
Yeah.
Is it a like maybe 20-second thing? I guess.
I think they're great. I like them a lot. Engagement wise, they do really well. Engagement wise, they do really well. Appreciate the retweet.
I think you have some smudge on your plant.
Oh yeah,
It's getting kind of
yeah. It's the anti-face for.
no.
You can still see me. Oh yeah, it's much better. Yeah, one of them came out microfiber cloth. Perfect. Microfiber cloth. Perfect. Oh yeah. So, okay. Okay. So, what would you say you're at right now? Like, you. Okay, cool.
I guess that's something. Building.
So you have your call going out?
Getting.
Yeah, just a second.
Oh yeah, you blind. It's like just. Okay. Here's a lot of the.
That's live stream. It's fine, so you can play it.
I did. I didn't so you I could do more stuff.
Yeah, I'll let you demonstrating it.
Yeah, so I just really spent a lot. No, but see, like if trying to just because I have another person. Yeah, that's the presence of that. You're already see I have like no. So if I wasn't since I cannot check it out.
Volunteer is so good. Really, when you're writing some stuff.
Yeah,
I know we make money from this. I make money.
$5.
decent amount of. So, so future thoughts, like live streaming these hackathon. Like, what do you think? Partnership maybe or no?
I mean, that's definitely interesting. We thought about it, like, and like,
Yeah.
I don't know, Ross, like, other than that, like, well, it's just like, like, awful, like, good at that. Like, yeah, that's sick.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, just like yeah, I think it'd be interesting to like
So you're streaming right now?
yeah, yeah.
But
That one's a lagging, but yeah, like this is more active. Thank you. Start to build. Um, huh? Like oh, it's so good. Food's so good. I what? One more time, sorry.
what it is that working on?
Well, we're building a app with it's kind of complicated, so we'll see at the end. But like, we're kind of getting into the grind right now. But in Llama 4 mostly, so
Okay.
yeah. I got a better Wi-Fi than her game. Okay, if you wanted to work with it, that's fine. This one is not here. Scratch Boss? Yes, please. Thank you. Oh, sorry about that. I think this is the comfiest Hackathon I've done in a while. It's like chilling like shit. Yeah. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you. Yes. What's the goal? The goal? I'll just love you years. So you broke a full rack. Yeah. What do you have to? 43090 Ti FEs. Okay. Yeah. So you build training for that? Yes. How does this rack produce messages? Two times. That's yeah, more like focus per second. We actually, each one's have one. We have can't even load Maverick. Not even close. I can. So each one we have. Nope. We got barely. Yes. Uh, no. Both for what? Difference. So kind of useless. Weird. Like I mean, I see. So I guess these models are massive, right? Like that's the main thing. But wait, so Scout is 120 million parameters. Yes. And it's 400 402 parameters. Yeah. That 694. That's meant that 800. Oh, something even on. Yes. Oh, what made it from aspect? Yes. Yes. And you can run Scout. Yes. And Maverick. And so it's one for perspective. If Scout, I can get around 70. With K transfer. With Maverick, I can get 15. And yeah. What fun? FP. I come into AV. That's oh, just a really complex pipeline. You gotta figure it out. Yeah, don't have like the all be like inception. Like we're deciding what font let's do. Yes. And like don't distract one foot. No problem. Yeah, dead now. Yep. Jason. Oh, that's me. That's my thing. Would probably be X or LinkedIn. X is probably the best, but yeah. I'm actually live streaming right now for yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Alright, I'm looking for front end. Skills. It's right here. Okay, that's not cool. It's like shells. So we can back or I'm going to be doing right now is simply get training data sets and then attempting to train llama format. All of the good repositories I can find. Like we can't do too many, we don't have enough time, that kind of thing. Yeah. this angle, right? Because I think that angle. Thank you. What are some ideas you're working on? Huh? What ideas are you working on? Just basically integrating everything different. So like all the long core stuff, fine tuning, using some famous stuff, that kind of stuff. All they small challenges into one? Yeah, weirdly, yes. That's awesome. Yeah, it wasn't intentional, right? Huh? You think something that was good, right? No. Oh, that's what I did last time, but yeah. I do a lot of different things. Not that I'm great at all of them. I do a lot. Nice awesome, right? Thank you. Well, from me? Yeah. I want to get me spinning it on the line. Oh, okay, yeah. There's actually a camera, the mics. You can go pick it up. Go ahead then. Inside. Uh-huh. Start down from 10 seconds. In your results, and if you do that in a name textual, then it work 6 8 7 tasks through that. So now I can progress those tasks especially Jordan. Yeah, basically, yeah. Yeah. They have like a test server and just like with that, yeah. Okay. So we should be able to fit. Yeah, so now it's automating and all the stuff going. Yeah. It's like looks like it's just on the act, so I'm gonna see if I can switch between them. Yeah, yeah. But I'm gonna try to get the pipeline to work. So thankfully, it's very simple. Like okay, so it's on act, right? So what we're saying act, like, um, so there's no plan. Um, is that what we're saying? Yeah. I have another way to do it, but act is almost always rolling to me. Yeah, I'm wondering if like we do it for fast, make it fast. We just don't ignore the builder O is very simplistic act. Or like plan serve. Yeah, we just cave. Yeah, we can. That's actually I think that's like. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited, dude. This stuff, man. Yeah, act sounds funny. Yeah, imagine making this all work. Yeah, girl. Okay, I gotta. The content's up there, but yeah. It'll turn up eventually. second. They gave us Boston the vendor. Uh, look, I bought this, My biggest tickets. Okay, take back. Okay. No, just say the check my shoes now. I know, but nobody's gonna use it. I know. I was like, the last time I'm not gonna lose. Yeah.
Just throw GPUs at the pro.
Yep. Always the right solution here. Yeah.
I thought it was the X.
You want to take a look at the stream here? Just like how it's working. 264. So go down a little bit recently, but that's around a bit. Gotta lock in streaming on. Multi-stream, Twitch, X makes following, and YouTube. Nice.
Is it audio or just
Audio as well. There's that bar down there. It's audio. Yeah. Nice.
what's the project here?
So basically, we're gonna do like a Tavis or Tavis AI replica, right? Of like one of us, and we're gonna do it, and basically, you know how there's always been those like image to like app, like video or like even video app or like text app, right? What if we made a like a her thing, like a her, like in persona her, right? Like you talk to them, and then it writes you an app. So close to like an actual employee, right? Like an actual employee. And that's what we're gonna be building. Only using law. Hardest part out of all of it is the law enforcement part. Because law enforcement is not a great policy. So yeah.
Wait about that. Sometimes see what's going on later.
For sure. Maybe. I'm gonna play pickle. Yeah. Well, even low, it's fine. Keep my money watching. No way, too big.
Also, I think you can't see.
Yeah, I can. Look at the screen.
It's
Yeah.
Oh.
Done. Can you hear me now? I'm giving them what the amp part that they have on the there. Yeah. Secret from the Thank you. Thank you, doctor, for going in benchmarks. I'm immigrant. If you did, I'm sure. Actually, I did live in Longwood for not. Not too much, just working on the, actually, there's genetic data kits, quite extensive, actually. Genetic data kit, they're sort of quite exceptional. Sweet. Oh, I didn't let any of this not be. Yeah. Enough.
I normally have spells to be fair up there. But it's like very not as much as that, but it's a lot. It's called like and it's I'm Stephen Nuisance. I have the different body doing it's is once the things
More in the underneath the station. I'm still using it. I said I'm forwarding the SSD pieces you can go into the big GPU it is. I'm not using that one, so that's all. One of those things. Oh, it's so much fun. Looks great. And I brought him down in chest and teeth. Now, what the heck? Created sponges. That's right. Okay. Think making progress, not as blitz fast. It's a good thing. I don't think bad thing. Where do you feel like that? The fact is that it's my fault. That's what it is. I'm trying to do everything I can to mitigate that, but there's only so much black magic I can pull out, you know? But I'm thinking about even trying to make a lot more scout that you have ever get putting into a plus it is also it's faster. Big style in this thing. That's yeah, but it's the thing. I don't think that got a bag.
took your jacket. That's interesting. Take it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, what's up? Not too bad. I'm just at Hackathon right now. Yep, yep. Yeah, I received the two bottles of rich belly. I haven't ordered the scale yet, so I'll have to do that. Monday or Tuesday. Okay, so I'm not okay. To get it the most accurate, I need a accurate scale. To continue building it, I don't need anything else. I'm just waiting on other things to make it better. Okay, yeah. It's viable. It's already okay. Let's see. Let me order the condoms. Today they'll get here by Monday. We'll know by Monday. Or I'll just go to a grocery store. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Yeah. Uh, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, wait. So you're saying like, because okay. So there's a couple different things. Okay. So there are different stages. Let me. Okay. So what I'm saying is viable as in it generates enough gas is the first question, right? Viable as in it doesn't harm humans. Second one. Viable as in it doesn't like it's not too slow, right? Then and then viable as in like these are things that like we'll take step by step, right? So I'll buy all these things initially first, right? But then eventually, like we'll need to let me guess. We'll just get them as they come in. I'll find a place to go. So yeah. No, I have that. Yes. Yeah. Uh huh. Yep. Yep. Exactly. Yeah. Well, no, because if we want to know all of these things, no. Well, we can't know everything by next Monday. I have to act on the whole weekend and Friday night. So, like, yeah. It depends. Okay, this is totally contingent on finding a butcher with big meat, right? But it should be something around Friday of this week at least. Should be earlier, but I was thinking like every single have one like that. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Well, yeah, please do it. What I'm saying is I don't need anything with Evo. Evo is nearly impossible. I just have been working on the hackathon stuff. I know, like, it's, I know, like, you probably want me to work on the project more, but the thing is, like, right now I have, like, other stuff I'm doing, so it's just kind of like, yeah, it's just like, I can't, we don't need it if we go. We need the tear mechanics of what happens after it's torn, so that way we can work backward there. Uh-huh. Okay. Perfect. Sounds good. Yep. That's your. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yep. Thank you, David. Yeah. Bye. Wow, you're doing it. Good. And I understand that, like, it's not often just for time for dance, right? Good old game. Yeah, I think we're gonna do something totally beautiful.
It's not always like someone's doesn't not just forgotten it. Just be like that.
It will eventually stop again.
We can say, fine.
Oh, did you get the credits for what you call it again? Huh? No. For Len. I would. So. Because we're gonna be training on. You billing, no credit. I did. I should have. Let me double check. We will need them. I haven't. They sent you an email. You need to provide. So if they didn't, then go ahead and go to the desk and get it. They are important for us. Oh man, that's fine though. Like the whole kind of like Gemini, whole like tuning and lab things. If you didn't get it, go ahead and talk to them over there. Okay. No, it's kind of urgent. Please. Um,
How are you gonna go through all the credits like right?
it will happen.
But then it would nothing would stick flat. Just like
Okay. I just don't want to leave. They leave around. Yeah. Uh,
oh, that's fine. If I have fun.
yeah. It's look again like there. So we need things to be snappy. There's one of girlfriend nearby, so she might drop by. My girlfriend nearby, so she might drop by. That's. Go give some feedback. 1 minute demo video is going to be. I'm going to look for everybody. I think it's just long story. I think it's pretty hard. You know, I think that they want. Either way, they just want. But I didn't want. Yes. They actually prefer 25. Huh? It's just a secret thing. I love it. Yeah, it makes great progress. I want to open a balance. Yay! Alright, nice. My girlfriend is coming later. I wanted like Aiden and your co-founder. Like Jesus, give her some credit. Aiden's watching.
Oh, I thought you were pointing to that red beard across.
Huh? He's watching on X. For its years.
my mom, my mom's mom.
Oh, it's
What time? Yeah. Anything you help with?
how many GPUs do you have? This is an insane number.
He multiplied that.
It's hospital. Sorry. I.
Is this an NVLink?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Thank you.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you just built this entire rig wherever you go.
Yeah.
God damn.
I'm gonna now 50-90 prices are coming back down. Now 50-90 prices are coming back down. Stack it all out.
Holy fuck.
Like, why do I need Grok? I'm just joking.
Don't talk to me.
I know.
Holy fuck.
Yes. I am interested in your evals, but like and things. We should talk about that all more often.
Yeah, the Grok bench thing.
Huh?
The open sourcing the evals.
I know. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah.
This is definitely my place. Yeah. No, it's like I guess this is the most like being tag where
Are you usually like that crushed?
well no, I just don't usually have like this nice setup. A bit too like
Our first convo.
try our first what?
I can try it.
Try oh comp funny.
My AR character.
Ah.
Nice. This could help. Alright, yeah. But I wanna create WordPress sites. I want a landing page and I want hats all over the page. And I want to make that. It's like that. Alright. Um, I think too I'm gonna have to make it so like as it's generating their stuff results gets back to it doesn't feel like any process time doesn't feel like the wait stuff makes it back.
I have some ideas, but yeah. This exactly.
Also, stuff on it.
Put on it, no big banner.
Builds.
Okay. Huh? Yeah, that's how it's supposed to. What do you?
It's
I know. Or,
it's like a little
Okay.
I know mine.
Go to Pandora and then get cut off. So I got. So, like, I basically but don't say
I skip it. I want to make burger cats. I want to like them. I want cats and dogs.
that they're gonna
Batman.
go live so they
Make a land over his and ravish burger cats. Make cats.
just let it slow down. If I'm it's like baby. When you see a culture in there, yeah, like it. But just like good. What's the property you think right now? Latest the tool seems really useful, right? Yeah.
You were using like sign your recipe. Wait, so like you like put like that. Oh, okay. It's oh, okay. Then yeah, we can custom things next. I don't know if we can send client. I'll try it. If we can send client widgets, just
Or we can do a separate. We're not doing 38. We're doing files like web. That's awesome. Yeah.
guys have to see like
Just.
WordPress, like a landing page, the attach. That's all. It's in. Yes. Make landing page more like speeding. Oh, that's so fun.
Hey, what's up? Hmm? Not too bad. Just building out some stuff. Streaming too. Oh, yeah. Trying to get all this to work, huh? YouTube, Twitch, Axel. Yeah. Uh, basically, so have you ever wanted to? Have you seen Ex Machina? Okay, so Ex Machina, you have the avatar, right? So what if you could talk to the avatar, and it would vibe code you an application based on talking with it? No UI, no interface, no nothing. You just done. Oh, you just talk with it. Yes. All Llama 4. The main problem here is that Llama 4 is pretty bad at this kind of stuff. So we're trying to make it better. Yeah, I'm finding. Yeah. Pat Davis? Yeah, yeah, yeah. For the yeah, trying to try out case transformer right now. Like all that. Yeah, it's like they really don't give us enough resources. This is currently a instance. I'm trying to do inference things. And we'll probably be doing quantization. Yes. Oh, is it going to be video or here? So you're going to just take this on. Yeah, real bit like actual. No, no, no. But is it going to take the IM video or video and images? Oh, multimodal, right? Like, yeah, very well. Then you have to like train parts. Hmm? Okay, so what we need to? No, I was just thinking like maybe it's take this out. No, no, we're not doing this. That would be fun. maybe they just make it.
It's really have to decide which kind of samples you want because some are a bunch longer.
Okay.
Or like my landing is like taking it's still really cool. I don't know. Here's the end goal, but like you want it to be plastic flat or do you want to do something smaller? Like yeah.
I think we want. I'll figure it out.
This is so
It is.
it's so much better than programmatic. Because that would give you a lot more. And let me see how I okay. In terms of context,
Yes.
um
I mean, again, everybody for this.
yeah, we might be able to make a really big one
1 million. Yes.
and then like um speed up that, but show like a certain
What do you mean speed up?
like a natural demo don't that's like right now.
Oh yeah. Nobody else will have 1 million. None of the other providers have a way. All one provider.
Wait for providing
Me.
like
I'm writing my own everything. Yeah, let's see.
Llama.
Nope. There's this one. Yeah, there's 1.5. Not rate limited, and a bit faster, but yeah, 1.5. What?
As it's creating say first conversation, say what it is, and then it starts generating, then it also asks more questions. Um maybe some of them are like things it doesn't have to use but kind of distracts the user. Where it's like like what do you think this is what is this?
No need.
I think that would be a better UX to be like you're complicating and then it's like Genesis.
Let's just. Okay. Here's how we're gonna do, right? I think so. How we're gonna do it is we're gonna have two. One is going to just be the COVID model, right? And the other model that we're going to be using is going to be an orchestrator. So these are not going to be not the same model. We're going to have a Llama 3, Llama 4 Scout model that is going to be better at orchestration and will also talk not necessarily the C, but they by block.
Yeah, but it's not about the next conversation.
Uh-huh.
Instead of like you're having a conversation,
Okay.
then you start generating.
Uh-huh.
Make it like you're having a conversation. It starts generating as you do. so then it doesn't feel like you have to wait a long period for the end of the processing to generate.
Okay.
Like 30 minutes.
So are you not expecting sit?
No, it's like it depends on one. It's like a simple meeting. It's like one top planning page. It depends on one.
Like what's the most complex thing you expect?
I mean, like the Uber for cat snakes, right? That took a while, and I think it's doing a lot of like back end, like this is the back end service stuff.
But this is what we've been showing, right?
This took a while. It's like,
Sure.
it is.
Okay.
Or like, yeah.
So it's like one of those things where like you want to give them a fun mini game to play while they like
It's a UX thing, yeah.
the hackathon yeah, don't because it happens and that just weird skills. I mean,
But it would be like the end of conversation.
but what's gonna happen? They're gonna ask us, why are they asking us if we're never gonna use it? It's gonna be
Not that it's all about how you do the conversation. It's more so like, um,
okay, if we take a look at like
oh, I understand what we're trying to do. It's like, here, I made the MVP of what you said. I know you wanted this, but this is the first draft.
okay,
I think this is just like later down the road. I want to make it like seamless.
sure, okay.
And it's like the biggest thing here was gonna be like if it feels good for the user.
Okay. I mean, I have did see a single algorithm that wins that feels good for the user.
You know what?
Single hackathon wins that feels good for you. That's my base. They're all very impressive techniques. Good for the user. Feeling good for the user.
Look, my over for cats. That's so.
Yeah. And you apparently have statements, right?
Tyler's
Well, what model are you running on the?
this headphone.
Yeah.
I haven't even tried that.
You want to try to plug in Llama and see how much work it does?
Not yet.
No, I mean,
I have to optimize the bit. But once I do,
yeah, there.
did you push that actually? That's awesome.
It is.
That's our first one.
Yes. And we can optimize the system around love what you do here. Yeah, it's like yeah, it's too fun. That's no offense to any of my previous hackathon games they're watching, but like, I think I wanted to either one or not that one. It's just too much, like, on.
I think you're desktop for delegating. I think it matters on.
In 24 hours. I'm a crazy bitch.
I've had that process.
Maybe one person now?
I don't know. It's like
Man.
it's like you very strictly.
Okay, maybe it's possible. It just seems so much. Maybe that's fine. Yeah, I guess you work together. I always choose like brand new people. So. Like crap.
The first thing that I do.
I know. Deep thoughts. Like, it's like, plus, we can make a cool little time lapse afterwards. Mildly piqued your interest for more like LLM powered stuff like this? I don't know, just like I know you were like we're in the before. This is like
So I think it's pretty standard. That's what everyone's into. Everyone's focused on.
I mean fine tuning a 403 model.
I mean, that's the whole idea of like this is like it's
Oh, sure, yeah. Yeah, I imagine how much that thing could cost.
So, yeah, like you thinking, maybe thinking about skip the
In that one.
you can really sitting in the apartment. Yeah,
Huh? Thank you. Just building and building. That's all I'm A simple code translation policy. That's much simpler than what we're doing. Yes, they're really great cameras, actually. Super wide angle. A lot of the hospitals will use them. Yes. Yeah, they're amazing. They have an infrared time of flight sensors. So
And I'm like able to use it with my. Like you're able to use the regular camera.
oh yeah, all of the sensors. That you can
Just
see.
plug it in.
Huh?
You just plug in.
No, you need like you see that so you see that what you call it again, that box I have there with the plastic wrap on it, the bubble wrap. It's like a $50 adapter. But like yeah. Huh? Yeah, but it's probably the best camera on like unless you own like a DSLR, it's probably the best camera you own.
Really?
Yes.
Better than
Unless you own a DSLR. Yeah. Huh? By a lot.
It's a little light.
Huh? Oh, it has a time of flight sensor and infrared. If you ever do any machine learning stuff, it can do like dot maps and stuff like that. Yeah, like hospital MRI machines use it.
But what?
Chip. That's too old. That's too old. Yeah. That one, they're $30 on Amazon.
So
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, what they did, so you see those meta ones?
Yeah.
They miniaturized this and put it there.
really?
Yeah. That if you take a look at the camera over there, it's very. Let me show you.
That like false product.
Huh? Yeah, but. No, no, it's the exact. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
failed miserably. Huh? I wish. I'm trying. Man, llama's so bad sometimes.
Hashtag. No, when I kept trying to do edits, yeah, it kept like that.
Not even that. For that was the first
The
time.
person that's doing Biggie Smalls was funny. Mainly Python and Node, right?
Huh? Python and Node.
Python and Node.
At least we're playing server stuff together. How you feeling? Another project? Yeah. Well, honestly, if I didn't bring the rig, this project probably yeah, I think cheap. I'm doing so many arcade shit. Yeah, cheap guy is crazy. I said, haha, almost go back on, but like we're going after the contract after we create the model, right? Because no existing provider has a good way of running calling fast. Yeah,
Yeah, but I was gonna get now you're your ass.
I love that. No, after we train the model, we need to quit running, right? So, no, single H100s aren't full. Yes, so I'm going to be quantizing it from the from 2.2GGS.
You know,
That's for inference. That was training.
all right, that's good.
We have the penny llama for live stream.
Should put is going to speak like us.
Okay.
It's like you're just talking along because I want to add I want to see the work for that. Yes. I'm
Great. Balance. Yeah. I know. But
these guys provide
I'll set up top layer and all.
like they use Obama.
Opening eyebrow top. Huh? Huh? Oh, you need to be. Say, Ellen. Giving it to my girlfriend.
Yeah, give her.
Yes.
We're not moving it for stuff from camera for like speed coming out. Nah, you know, thank you.
Okay, hey everyone. Hope you're enjoying your day so far at hacking. We have a couple more exciting partner workshops for you guys from Salmonova, Tavis, and crew. So could you please make your way to the front of the main room?
and we're gonna get started shortly. If you're already in the main room, then feel free to stay where you're at. If you're in the side room, then you can make your way to the front of the main room. We're gonna get started in a couple of minutes. All right, everyone, if you could, if you're in the side room, make your way to the main room. We're gonna be starting shortly, with a couple of speaker sessions. Thanks.
Huh? Oh, close enough.
Huh?
I don't hear them spitting. Where's the drink?
Oh, don't worry, it's about to start.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, it's pretty silent. It's not why. Like I haven't rolled a 9, so.
Okay. Nice.
What are you talking about?
All right, guys, for our first speaker session, introducing Basant from Sambanova. Sambanova is one of our top AI inference partners. I'm handing it over to Basant to lead the next session.
Awesome. All right, thanks everyone. How's everyone doing? How's the hacking going? Good? Awesome. All right, so really quick show of hands here, because I know that we're all distributed over the place. Can I get a show of hands on how many of you have heard of Somanova? All right, okay, perfect. So I'm gonna do a quick intro, run through kind of who we are and how we fit in the ecosystem. Back in September, we launched our inference cloud. So we're providing very fast inference on all of the latest open source models and making that accessible and easy for everyone to use. If you're hacking and you want access to a platform to get started for free, you'll have $5 free credits when you sign up, and you'll have access with a very simple OpenAI endpoint to get started. We are extremely fast. We're one of the fastest providers in the world of Llama 4 Maverick. So if you are taking advantage of that on our platform today, you'll see extremely fast inference speeds off of this model. So, and that's all accessible. I'll show a quick demo of that in just a few minutes. And like I said, it's not just Llama 4. We have a wide range of models from the Meta series to Qwen to DeepSeek, as well as OpenAI and Whisper. And so we're just trying to offer all of these open source models fast and efficiently for everyone to use in a very easy to use manner. And this is all powered by our own hardware. we've been around in the space since 2017, developing our RDU chip. So it's a completely different architecture compared to the GPU that makes it extremely efficient to run these models. And it's mainly powered by two things. One is a lot of memory that's on chip. And we have a 3-tier memory system that is very uniquely designed from our chip. The other is our data flow architecture, which is a very unique laying out of compute and memory that is on our chip, and it allows us to run a lot of these operations and fuse them together so that you reduce the amount of time that it takes when processing these models. So why does any of this matter? I mean, there are plenty of inference providers that are out there. They're all very competitive in the space, but when you're looking at speed and where speed really makes a difference, it's when you're building any sort of system that requires all of these models to be chained together. And especially in agentic systems where, let's say if you're taking a RAG example, you are going and making one call for any pre-processing of the data, getting relevant entities from whatever you classify, making another call to summarize it and answer questions on behalf of the user, or trunking and getting information from a bunch of different sources and then summarizing that all together. And every single time you make a call to an LLM, if that call is very slow and inefficient, it's going to add to the total latency and it becomes very, very, very slow. So that's why speed matters. And now I'm just going to jump into a couple of use cases to kind of set the stage for both of the partners that are coming up here. So one is Crew AI and then the other is Tavis. So let me quickly first show kind of our cloud platform before I dive into those further quick. So here, if you head over to cloud.sonoma.ai, like I mentioned, you get $5 free credit when you sign up, which should be plenty for the purposes of the hackathon. If you do need more, you can head over to our booth. We're happy to help you out there. And like I said, if you scroll down here, you can see all of the open source models that we provide. You have a playground here where you can try and test any of these out. So let's say we're testing out Maverick. I'm going to just take a really simple example here, which is just a quick algebra problem. I'll just say answer. So I'm not really going to be providing any context here. You can see it goes ahead, finds all the text on the screen, and generates this out at well over 600 tokens per second. So extremely fast for running any of these models. If we want, we can also take a look at some other examples. So we also host, like I said, a bunch of open source models that are out there. If I take, let's say, like a 1B model, for example, you can see that run insanely fast as well at well over 2,000 tokens per second. So it's an extremely fast solution that we're making accessible and easy to use. To get started, all you really need to do is go back to the dashboard here. You can see the example curl command. Everything here is OpenAI compatible. So you can copy paste any of this code for any of the models that we're supporting here. And you can go ahead and get API keys from the API keys section of the dashboard. And you can use this for any of the different integrations. So the other thing I'll mention really quick is like you'll want an API key, for example, for this agent demo. So this is a deep research agent that's been built here. If I go ahead and ask it for the question like for the sorry, I'll just right up report comparing Microsoft and then so what it's going to go ahead and do here is it's going to start doing all the deep research, and here this is powered by Crew AI, and you can also see all of the different agentic calls that are happening in the background. What it's going ahead and doing is using various different Crew AI agents, and then compiling a bunch of research, in this case from whatever it saw on the latest news on Microsoft and Amazon. It then comes back, keeping the human in the loop to provide an outline on what their actual report would be, and then it'll go off and start doing that research. So again, here, this is where there's a lot of different LLM calls that you can actually see happening off on the right here. If we dive into any one of them, you can kind of see exactly what's happening as far as what it's querying to generate the response. And then within a handful of seconds here, I think this takes this one goes off and fires a bunch of different agents on your behalf. It should take about 40 seconds or so for it to finish up. and then it'll compile and generate a very comprehensive research report. So what typically would take 20 to 30 minutes is actually going to be done in about a minute's time. I think it's almost done wrapping up, summarizing a bunch of the different responses here. You can see it's on conclusion, and boom. There's 131 different articles that I went ahead and took a look at, generated into a very comprehensive report that you can spend however much time you want reading through. And this is partnered or powered by QAI, like I mentioned. So very, very, very exciting. And powered also by open source, powered by fast inference and open source to generate a very comprehensive report. The other partner that we have here is Tavis. So I'm just going to show how that integration would work, and then I'll hand it over to Karthik, who's actually going to show you the live demo. But the way it would work here is if you head over to the Tavis platform, you can go ahead and create a persona. They have a bunch of different personas that you can look at. Again, Karthik will explain all of this in a lot more detail. But you can very easily integrate it into any of these solutions. So they have the ability to set your own custom LLM. What you would go ahead and do is you would just simply put in our LlamaFor Maverick model. You'd add in the base URL for SambaNova, which would just be with this. And then you can go ahead and create your own API key on the cloud. Very simple like this. You just go to the Tavis 2. You'll get an API key, you can copy paste that in. And then you'll have your agent through Tavis that you can go ahead and start talking to. Like I said, I'll hand it over to Karthik to talk about this in a little bit more detail and how they're using void avatars and agents to improve your workflows as you're chatting to them. But it's very simple and very easy to integrate. And we've designed it in that way so that it's very straightforward. So those are a couple quick demos here. I'm happy to take one or two questions before I hand it over. It's fairly straightforward. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot us a message on Discord. You can also head over to a booth. We'll have plenty of engineers who are able to help with the integration, and we're happy to help. And with that, happy hacking, everyone.
Amazing. Thank you to Dusan from SambaNova for that awesome session. Next up, we have Karthik from Tavis. Is Karthik around? Oh, here you are. Amazing.
Hello everyone, I'm Karthik. I'm a researcher at Tavis. So I'm just here to talk about Tavis and how you can use Tavis in this hackathon. So Tavis is a company which builds API for digital twins. So we are a generative AI company which creates the foundational models to create real-time replicas. So we offer multiple services. One is to create real-time replicas, where you can create a clone of yourself. You can add it to any calls you want to add. And basically, instead of you can have that person like take over the calls in real time. So that replica will also be like powered by LLM backends. So it has the knowledge of the world. Or you can also use like fine-tuned LLMs to power those replicas. Or there's an async mode where you can use the text to drive what your replica wants to say. So we sort of like power like video generation with 30+ languages. Our replicas are photorealistic. They are emotive. They preserve the identity much better than anyone, and they're real time. So in all these 4 different fertilities, Tavis is like the soda right now. So our replicas, they operate at a speed of about like 250 ms, which is like the fastest right now. And we have launched like multiple new models. One is Phoenix 3, which is like a foundational rendering model, which renders the replica. Then Sparrow Zero, just like a SOTA model, which semantically understands when to stop or when to like interrupt and when for the when to speak. We also have a Raven, which is like a perception model, which can dynamically access the environment and give like perception request to you. So now let's see an example of what the CVA is. So I've already created this agent. If you see the context, you can have like context-driven replicas. So she's an healthcare agent who's going to like act as a healthcare agent. So let's see like how we can write the context with her.
Hi there, welcome to Help Company. I'm Lucy, your intake assistant today. I'll be collecting some information to help prepare.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you just fine. Now, let's get back to the questions. You tell me, what brings you in today?
So she's operating like this because the context asked her to act as a healthcare agent. So
I'm so sorry to hear that you're struggling with a fever. Your healthcare provider will be able to address that with you shortly. For now, can you tell me a bit more about your symptoms?
yeah. So basically, we provide APIs for you, which you can use to build these conversations. You can access these replicas, the transcripts, and multiple other like the frame information and everything. And these replicas can also like see you. Can you see what I'm doing?
Yes, I can see what you're wearing. You have a white t-shirt on with some writing on it, and you're also wearing glasses. Now, let's get back.
So in your idea, if you have to like access the environment, you can use our APIs. So it's not just that. So I want to show multiple demos to you so that like you can use it for like different ideas in your hackathon. So I think we've all heard of LLM tool calling, right? So what if you have your own LLM and you want to like drive the conversation with your LLM? Like you want to use like canvas LLMs to be real time, and you want your LLM to do some like downstream tasks. So let's see an example for that one. So all you have to do is you need to create a OpenAI complaint a tool call. So this will require see something like this. When you go to like new persona creation, you can like provide the tool prompt which you're going to use. So the prompt I'm saying is, if you see a math problem on the screen, help me solve it. And when you click on perception tool here, the type, you can provide this like this like this this next one, which is like standard for any tool calls in any standard LLMs. So now let's see an example of how this works, right? So in this agent, I've like already specified this tool calls. So when he speaks, I can listen to his conversation where if a math problem is shown on the screen, that tool call gets activated, and I have a different LLM downstream which I'll use to solve the problem.
I had the dreaded power. Oh, couldn't go. It's fine. Everything's good, but yeah. Yeah, but I'll come back on. How's it going around looking for
For hackathon,
big reports?
so this we created like custom demos which you can also
I
try.
DJ booth would have them, but they don't. But like, how do they power that off? I like the tri plugs. Like I have those like big plugs, but like I have no idea how those are like 120 volts. Yeah, it's weird, right? Yeah. This one, yes.
So what I'm doing right now is I'm having a call
Huh?
and I'm looking for this call through this like daily client agent where
One more time, sorry.
I'm loading a different LLM here, like, as you can see, running the charts now. So whenever a math problem is shown on the screen,
More than we
I will get a return call here
right now I've been doing
with the OCR of it,
I wasn't even drawing
and
much
then I
out,
can literally
so
ask
okay, a little bit
the question from it and get the right answer. The charts are just loading right now. So the replica has like joined the call. So now the listener will also join the call right now once the model gets loaded. Okay. So now the listener will also join the call. Hey, can you hear me? Yeah. Just fine. Thoughts. Wait, we haven't found. We haven't found. Sorry, I started again. So, oh, interesting. and this is the corner. This thing was not driven by the replica which I had in Dallas. This was driven by the LLM which I hosted in my local. So that was a bit slow. So basically, I was able to like wire multiple LLMs here to work in tandem, which you can do with the custom calls. I have one more example of like function tool calls.
We'll see. Can I get your name before we start?
Yeah, my name is Karthik.
Hey, Karthik. Nice. I need to collect some information for your opinion. Are you feeling unwell or looking for help with prescription?
Can you help with the prescription?
To help you with your prescription, pharmacy, could you tell me which medication?
I'm trying to read it. Wilson?
See it. You're welcome. It was a pleasure assisting you. Have a great day, and I'll see you at your appointment.
Sorry, one more time.
This is an example of another function tool code which you can read. Yeah, and also you can host like custom LLMs, like what the previous demo showed. You can use like someone over or like other players to host your LLMs too. Yeah, if you need someone help with the project or things like that, let me know. I can help with Hackathon. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you to Karthik from Tavis. Last but not least, we have the man himself, Joe from Crew AI. Give it up for Joe if you guys know Crew AI. Yeah. This is our last session of the day, and then we will be hacking for the remainder of the evening.
So, and sound the separate.
What is it?
Oh, how do are we posting this?
I'm gonna be hosting it on Cloud, and then I'll do a Cloudflare account. I'll give you that.
Amazing.
Before then, go
All
ahead.
right, hey there, everyone. How you doing?
Go ahead and just plug in the Llama
Oh,
platform.
you're doing better. Hey.
Actually, yeah.
That's okay. That's problem. I'm free lunch. All the time.
No.
It's gonna be a fun
No.
night.
Here's the thing.
I'm gonna talk about a few
Honestly,
things about
actually,
agents
as that
and how we can help you on your projects today. So very excited about it. Well, a few things about. So did I say something else?
It's never worked before.
We did it for a second, but it should be back up.
Sorry about that.
Huh?
Let's give it a second.
Well, 60 total.
But some of the things we're going to talk today is how we can everyone up
Okay, so the thing is,